To build more muscle, have more energy, more focus, get healthier, have better hormones, get stronger is not about doing more, but I'd say doing less. It's about removing the things that is breaking your biology or suppressing your biology. This is me when I was doing more. I was training skills and strength at the same time, calisthenic skills and calisthenics for strength with weight. I was focusing on protein intake. I was drinking coffee on an empty stomach. I was fasting sometimes. I was eating too much grains. Focus was not great. Here I was trying to do all of these hacks to get more energy, to get stronger, to have a better body. But I think it was not working out that well. This was the starting point of everything I've been doing till the point that I'm today. From there, I started learning more, experimenting more to get to the point where I am today. Here, I was already training for 2 years. I had 2 years of experience with training. But since I was doing too much, I was training skills and strength at the same time. I didn't make that much progress in terms of physique. This is 2021 and this is 2023. 2 years later, I made a huge progress. And you can see here that my face changed. Due to the nutrients, due to giving my biology what it needs, I got more energetic, more focused, my face changed, I got a better jawline, more forward growth, a wider jaw, and I think he made me look better, and now I can grow a full beard, when here I couldn't do it. What I did here and what I'm doing now is focusing on nutrient density, I'm training less, I'm relaxing, and having sun as much as possible to be in this parasympathetic state, which will calm your nervous system, which will help you recover better, which will help you be happier and regulate your circadian rhythm, your neurotransmitters, all of these little things that are important for you to feel great, to feel energetic, to feel motivated. My digestion is better. I focus a lot on digestion. I have better focus. I have more energy. I can sit down and work for 3-4 hours straight without distractions. I have energy to work, then go to the gym, come back, work some more, go out, do this, do that. I have stable energy throughout all the day. And the thing is, I didn't push harder. I didn't add more supplements. I didn't chase hacks. Fact is, I just chilled and did the smallest thing with the biggest return. This is the concept of asymmetry. What is the tiniest thing that you can do that will give you the biggest return? What is the most little input that you can put here that will give you the biggest return? This is how I try to operate nowadays. And basically this is what I did and what I'm doing, and I had this transformation with my health, strength, physique. This does not mean not working hard. You still work hard, but you are very selective with what you do. This is basically the definition of working smart, training smart. And by the way, these are things I teach in my coaching. It's not just a program and nutrition. I teach everything that is needed for my clients to succeed with energy, focus, even daily life, lifestyle. All of these little changes, little things that will make your progress skyrocket. It's just building muscle and getting a six-pack, but feeling healthier, better hormones, better digestion. So if this is you, go in the first link in the description. You'll find every information that you need about my coaching. If you're interested, book a call and let's see if we can work together. What I stopped doing. I stopped counting calories and macros, no carbs early in the morning, cut a lot of vegetables and grains. I'm training with less frequency. I removed pasteurized dairy, no phone first 3 to 4 hours in the day, no processed stuff ever. I'll go into details in each of them. So, calories and macros. I basically went from this to this. Prep meals, eating the gym bro diet, healthy, supposedly healthy, to this, a simpler diet. I don't cook that much. It gives more energy. My hormones are better. I have better output in the gym. And this, because of doing this, I have less stress, better hunger signals, more stable energy, better output in the gym. I build muscle faster. And why it work? Because constant tracking equals mental stress and wasting time. Raises cortisol. High cortisol suppresses testosterone. Disconnected from my natural hunger and fullness hormones, focusing on nutrient density. This is a problem that I've noticed with me, and probably people that track their macros and calories feel. Even though you will still feel hungry, you're not satisfied, you don't eat because you've hit your daily macros. I don't like that because your body knows best what it needs. Your body knows when it needs more protein, more carbs, more fats. It gives signals. And to know these signals, it takes experience or someone that knows to tell you, oh, you may need this or you may need that. And when you focus on nutrient density, you feel more energetic, your hunger levels are all even now. You don't have cravings ever. I don't ever have cravings because I focus on having the most nutrient dense foods and feed my body what it needs, so I don't have cravings. Now, no early morning carbs. Why? Because it gives me more focus, more stable energy, less brain fog. I would recommend having carbs in the morning only if you're going to work out right after or you have very physical work. You work in construction or something like that. You may need some carbs to give you the extra power to carry heavy stuff and all of that. And why it works? Because morning carbs spike the insulin. And when your insulin is high, your blood sugar will crash right after. This is what happens to a lot of people. They eat breakfast full of sugar, full of carbs, and a few minutes they have the spike of energy, but a few minutes later it tanks and they feel lethargic, they feel anxious, they have this crazy hunger and cravings. They need to eat more carbs to get their energy back, and usually what happens is that they eat way too much and they should. Is why they get fat and their energy levels are unstable, their focus levels are unstable, and that's horrible. And staying fat, protein-based, equals stable ketone plus dopamine function. This way, I'm more focused because my dopamine levels are in low, and this makes me able to focus and work without getting distracted or getting bored. Now, removing grains, most vegetables, and pasteurized dairy. By removing these things, I have better digestion, less bloating, clearer mind. Why it works? Because grains irritate the gut lining. Most people will find this true, that grains irritate their gut. Or if they don't know, is just remove grains for a whole week. You'll see that how you feel, how good you feel. Many vegetables contain anti-nutrients, oxalates, lectins, phytates, such as cruciferous vegetables, grains, legumes, beans. These foods contain anti-nutrients. They are very irritating to the gut for most people. Damaged gut equals poor nutrient absorption. If you don't absorb the nutrients properly, you'll have lower energy. Your ability to build muscle will be lower, and also strength. Pasteurization destroys the enzymes, and these will denature the protein also, and this will cause inflammation. And damaged digestion will be equal to poor nutrient uptake. The same thing, you will not be able to absorb the nutrients properly. When it comes to training, here I was doing 5 times, and when it comes to training, here I was doing 5 to 6 days a week, and nowadays it's 3 to 4 max. Like I said, I was doing too much skills and strength at the same time, and that didn't work out that well. And why this works? Because too much volume will fry your nervous system very fast, and you need to deload very frequently. High frequency and high volume will chronically elevate cortisol, and I've been through this, and this sucks. You cannot sleep well, your nervous system is fried, you cannot think properly, you get irritated quickly. And the important thing here is that high frequency is very important for you to get stronger, but you have to get your volume dialed in. High frequency doesn't mean automatically you'll have high volume and intensity. You can have a good volume and a high frequency. Recovery is where the muscles and strength are built, more intent in the reps and a session. Nowadays, the more advanced I get, the stronger I get, the more muscle I build, the more I focus on recovery because I know how it affects my output in the gym. Because not just the muscle, it's the joints. It's more important. The joints, if they're not recovered, you have higher chance of getting injured. You'll not be as strong. You have more intense in the reps and the sessions because you have a certain number of rep sessions and reps to do a weekly, so you have to go all in on them, be focused to do them as best as you can. Now, no phone in the morning. No phone in the morning will give you more focus, more motivation, clearer thinking, more creativity. And why it works? Because when you wake up, you go to social media and you have this instant dopamine spike. Afterwards, you cannot do boring things like working or being creative because you've hit your dopamine with a big load, and this way will make you kind of retarded. You cannot focus on things that are not as strong. Let's say you cannot read, you cannot sit and read a book and do these things that you need that requires a less of a dopamine. High early dopamine equals lower baseline all day long. Yes, your mornings you have to get. I think your mornings are the most important. You have to get them everything right in the morning. Your dopamine levels, your nutrition, all of these things will influence everything you do throughout the day. And when you have these big hits in the morning, the things that you do throughout the day will become bored. A lot of people get anxious and depressed because of this. And a low baseline will equal weak motivation and brain fog. And you don't want to be in this position. And after doing all of these things, what happened? Well, I have less stress, higher testosterone, calmer nervous system, better digestion, more energy, focus, muscle, strength, and I'm feeling better.